Rathman might have been in this final lap along with champion Fonty Flock as Fonty roars across the finish line.
Thomas led for almost half the race, but not for that last payoff lap. But Baker wins it after 5 hours and 23 minutes of driving.
Comes Thomas. The white flag. One more lap. Man, won't they ever come around. There they are. Thomas and Reed running 1-2 at the finish. The checkered flag. Herb Thomas wins his third Southern
flag
500.
pointing to Turner. And old 99 roars down the straightaway to begin the last lap. On the main straightaway is on its feet as Turner lead-foots it through the third turn. Curtis Turner wins his first Southern 500 going away.
Flag. Speedy Thompson begins his last lap. The longest lap in the race for his mechanic and pit crew. Moving down the backstretch for the last time, his average speed now 100 miles an hour for 500 miles. The checkered flag. Speedy Thompson in number 46 Chevrolet sets a new record in winning the Southern.
The white flag. 363 laps down and 1 to go. That's the end of the race for Herman Bean. This pit stop is the last one today, and one the fans will long remember. Roberts is wheeling through the last mile smoothly and steadily. After 4.5 hours of racing, his car is almost a year old. In a Chevrolet, wins the Southern 500.
Then 47 is down a blow, a rear tire. As he fights to control his car to bring it down to the apron, his pit crew gesture and scream, "No, no, keep going, keep going." Number 4 gets the checkered flag. 47 drags his wounded car across the finish line in a remarkable demonstration. But wait, there's a call from the judges' stand. Hold everything. A recheck shows that number 4 was credited with 1 lap too many. 47 is declared the winner. The victor, a man who won without getting the checkered flag, providing the greatest thrill in this race of thrills.
Petty, the son of Lee Petty, one of the all-time great stock car drivers, and Lee in the pits, looking down on him, looks like a pretty sad man right now. Dick rode a little bit high that time, almost out the way of the other cars. You can see having a terrible time controlling it. He is driving that car, by the way, probably between 80 and 90 miles an hour right now. He's not going 30 or 40 there on that bare steel. Between 80 and 90 miles an hour, trying to finish out this race. Probably as dangerous a thing as you've seen all afternoon going on right there. Meanwhile, Junior Johnson is spinning around, well out in front, his car almost seemingly bulging with confidence. After getting off to a very bad start at the beginning of this long afternoon in Darlington, he moved up steadily among the leaders, finally took the lead at one point, then dropped back again when he spun out about midway in the race, and somebody lost a tire. We couldn't catch the number of the car. But things are really coming apart here at the end of the race. Here comes Junior. And there goes the checkered flag. Junior Johnson has won the Southern 500 for 1962.
White flag signaling 1 lap to go. Ray Fox cars have won on every big track on the NASCAR circuit, except Darlington. This must be the longest 35 seconds in his life. There's the checkered flag. Buck Baker wins the Southern 500 for the 3rd time.
The last lap. Jarrett's got second place Buddy Baker for company. But Baker's too many laps behind to worry about. There's Ned Jarrett taking the checkered flag in the 16th Southern 500.
The white flag signifying 1 lap to go. Freddie, you've taken the white flag in front in many a big race. What do you think about on that final turn of the track?
You sure think, Chris, whether you can really make it or not. The engine could blow, you could blow a tire, a lot of things go through your mind.
I guess that's what Richard Petty is thinking about right now as he hits the midpoint on the backstretch with that Plymouth humming a merry tune from start to finish here at Darlington, South Carolina. He's been trying since 1958 to win the race and has never been able to make it. He's won lesser races here, but never the all-important Southern 500, which right now is his. He has won it. And his pit crew cheers.
The white flag is out. And Cale Yarborough is just about 1 mile away from victory. Pearson hangs on, looking for any chance to pass. All Cale's got to do is to keep him running for the rest of this lap. The checkered flag for Cale Yarborough.
Wild Darlington finishes coming up. This is the last lap of this race. Leroy's knocking on the door. Yarborough takes the lead. Less than half a lap to go. Here they come to the checkered flag. Leroy Yarborough wins the Southern 500.
Those cotton-ons, Bill, really sweating it out. Hey, Baroni, you never know. You haven't won until the checkered flag comes down over the radiator.
1.366 miles to go when he got that white, and now it's just about half of that as he comes around with half a lap to go.
$27,500 at stake to win this one today.
And Buddy Baker has not won the Grand National NASCAR race since Charlotte 2 years ago, and this is going to be a very big win. The checkered flag is out, and Buddy Baker takes it to win the 21st running.
Bobby Allison has done all those things. Now, he needs one more lap. His crew, headed by his brother Eddie, waits that last half minute that seems like a half an hour. Allison takes the checkered flag to win the 22nd annual Southern 500 at record speed, 131.4 miles an hour.
1 lap to go. 1 lap to go, and he has traffic in front of him. Can Pearson pull it out? There's not much room, and rather than slow down, Allison goes to the narrow opening, squeezing through between the slower car and the top rail, and Pearson follows suit. Down the back straightaway, a half a lap. Pearson making his move now, but he doesn't find the steam, nor does he have the racing room. In the final pair of corners for this Southern 500, it's Bobby Allison in the Chevy, David Pearson in the Mercury, and down for the checkered flag, and Allison has won.
A year ago, Junior and Herb teamed with Cale for a victory here. 2 years ago, they were the mechanics on Bobby Allison's winning car. Yarborough Chevy is running like a watch, even though he nearly hung it on the wall hundreds of miles ago when he spun to avoid Allison and Patch on the third turn. This track has been good to Yarborough, but he'd probably agree with Bobby Allison, who said, "You never can figure it out. There's something mysterious about this track. One time it's good to you. Other times, it's like your mother whipping you." The checkered flag waves as Cale Yarborough wins the 25th running of the Southern 500.
Caution light would be so welcome to them, because that would enable Richard to close right in behind Bobby. 1 lap to go as the white flag flutters in the breeze. And there's Roger Penske walking on a hot rock right now, watching his car come around. 25-second lead. Now it's actually about 22-second lead for Bobby Allison. I suppose that he could coast around at this point if he did run out of gas, but they've taken it right to the bottom of the tank. Here comes Bobby, hurtling down the back straight, going into turn number 3. He's just about home free. He won the Rebel earlier in the spring. This will be his 3rd victory here at Darlington in the Southern 500. Here he comes. He's got the checker, and he wins it. And backs off immediately. He knows he's low on fuel.
As he gets back into the high pass groove. Pearson's in good shape. He's got to keep his foot down just 30 more seconds. Petty's number 43 closing again on Darrell Waltrip. Half a lap to go. Off the 3rd turn, Petty's ready to try again on the last turn of the last lap. Door handle to door handle. And Petty's got him. Richard Petty takes 2nd place. And there's the checker for Dave Pearson, the winner. To meet the white flag, that means 1 more lap. He's got 4 left turns to go after making more than 1,400 left turns this afternoon. Pearson heads up the backstretch with a lead of 3.3 seconds over Donnie Allison. The pit stop was the difference. Pearson's going to win. Even if his engine quit, he'd coast to the finish line. On the front stretch, the white flag waves for Buddy Baker in 3rd spot, and then the checker for David Pearson, his 2nd victory in a row in the Southern 500. And there it is, signaling 1 more lap to go. 32 more seconds. 4 more left turns to complete 367 laps. Although Waltrip's close to within 5 seconds, Yarborough's going to win this race if he keeps it running another half lap. Yarborough's winning game plan was simple. Stay out of trouble in the early laps. Race with men you can trust. Give everybody else a lot of room. Make your pit stop a little faster than the next man. And always use your head. And there's the checkered flag for Cale Yarborough.
Flag with only 1 lap to go. Drivers have fainted, they've been collapsing, they've had pneumonia sniffs, they've had oxygen, but that man, all he's had all day is a steering wheel.
Nobody has ever won more races here at Darlington than 44-year-old David Pearson. He has won 8 previous races, 2 Southern, 6 Rebels, and is on his way to race win number 9 at Darlington, the toughest place in the world to win. This will be his 104th career win. He's won over $2 million, and he's earned every penny of the winning purse today, and there's the checker.
Left behind. The question is whether David Pearson can get there first. Out of the car behind him, Terry Labonte, 44.
Oh, Labonte. I think it was Labonte. Do you? I can't tell.
Almost impossible to tell. Terry Labonte in car number 44 was the other car on the lead lap as they came down the front straight. The question is whether he got there ahead of David Pearson. The yellow flag was out. The winner is whichever car got to that start-finish line first and got to the yellow flag first. And right now, I think we have to assume it's Terry Labonte.
Yep, this is actually the last lap of the race, and it's being run under the yellow, which means that if Pearson was in fact behind at the line, he cannot come back past and take the lead. This is Labonte's race.
Are they going to get the checkered flag? Yes, they are. Terry Labonte gets the checkered flag.
By this time, it'll be the white flag with 1 lap to go. There it is.
Now he's got to make up his mind. As Darrell Waltrip tried to get out of turn 2 real fast, draft him down the back stretch and get into turn 3 first of all. There's a reputation about Darlington is that there isn't room for 2 cars side by side going into turn 3 if you're really racing. He's not going to do it. I don't think he's going to do it.
Well, he's gotten some pretty good blocking action by Neil Bonnett as Bonnett closes him down as they come around turn 4. Everybody is standing in the home straightaway in the stands, cheering there, and the checkered flag goes for Bonnett. And
That
It's Richard Petty. The white flag is out. They've only got 1 lap to go, but Richard Petty's car got very loose in the rear end. The back end went out. The tire smoke was there. And did you see it again? The same tire smoke. Honestly, it doesn't look to me now as if Richard Petty can catch him. He's just given them too much racetrack.
Cale Yarborough must be breathing a little easier right now. He saw that happening in his rear vision mirror as he comes around. He's coming around to turn number 4, and he will get the checkered flag. It doesn't look like Richard Petty's going to be able to do it today. Everybody standing, waving on Cale Yarborough, his 5th Southern 500 victory.
That'll be a battle right to the stripe. White flag has been displayed, and he's on his last couple of circuits here at the famed Darlington Raceway. Your leader, Harry Gant. He works out of turn 2, Bob, and heads down the backstretch for the final time.
Harry Gant has the Southern 500 victory within his sights into turn number 3 for the final time. There is a little bit of race traffic in front of him, but it should present no problem. Harry Gant now moves in turn number 4, comes off of the corner and sees the checkered flag from Harold Kinder, and there it is. Harry Gant has won the Southern 500 for 19.
Flag is coming up this time around. You can see the fans urging him on. Bill Elliott has just 1.366 miles to go. Elliott around turn number 1. There's Ernie Elliott, the man who makes all the decisions down in the pit area. Elliott is hot up turn number 2. He's down the backstretch. Bill Elliott at this history. You saw, you could see that the embers were there for a great NASCAR career. The white flag is coming up this time around. You can see the fans urging him on. Bill Elliott has just 1.366 miles to go. Elliott around turn number 1. There's Ernie Elliott, the man who makes all the decisions down in the pit area. Elliott is hot up turn number 2. He's down the backstretch. Bill Elliott at this historic old race plant is running in the tire tracks of people like Johnny Mance, who won the first race back in 1950 here. Bonnie Flop, Buck Baker. Bill Elliott is racing into the record books. Bill Elliott is going toward immortality. Bill Elliott gets the checkered flag. Bill Elliott has won an additional $1 million in 1985.
Every time he comes down, he's going for the white flag, Bob. One more lap around this 1.366-mile track they call Tucson Days, the Lady in Black, Darlington International Raceway. What a day it has been, with rain, with accidents, with Jeff Bodine running out of fuel, with Bill Elliott losing control and scraping the wall, giving up the lead to Tim Richmond, who is the pole sitter. Here comes Tim Richmond for the checkered flag in the Southern 500 off of turn number 4. Here he is. Tim Richmond wins the Southern 500, the 37th annual running of this race.
The Southern 500 is going to be completed here today, one way or the other, because we're past the halfway point, but I think our chances of getting a full race in, at least at this moment, don't look very good.
You know, Bob, Rusty Wallace in second place behind Dale Earnhardt right now. As soon as this race is over, he and Bobby Allison are going in Bobby Allison's plane to the Twin Cities of Minneapolis and St. Paul, Minnesota, for an appearance in an ASA race there at the Minnesota State Fair tomorrow. So those drivers are hoping for decent flying weather. Bobby's had his schedule really interrupted by the weekend weather. He had planned to race last night in Somerville, South Carolina. In fact, I was going to fly down there with him to watch the short track race, and that, along with everything else in the area, was washed out. But he did get his Southern 500 in, and it's disappointing for him as it may be. But they'll be on his plane as soon as this race is over, winging their way northwest to the upper Midwest for the Minnesota State Fair ASA race tomorrow.
Of course, there are other kinds of racing that will take place tomorrow also, besides that event. The Silver Crown Championship dirt cars are on the 1-mile dirt at DuQuoin, Illinois for a 100-lapper over there that we had planned to attend for Speed Week purposes, and we hope we can still make that commitment, but it all depends on what kind of weather we get here this afternoon.
And up in Lime Rock, Connecticut, Willie T. Ribbs is on the pole for an MCGTO race tomorrow.
And there is the red flag that's being displayed by Harold Kinder on lap number 202, and the field pulls to a stop at the start-finish line here at Darlington International Raceway. But we do have other events that are going on. It's all part of Race Day America, and we'll have more on that for you in just a moment.
Dick
Berggren, as we came on the air, predicted that this was Bill Elliott's race, and perhaps he's going to be right. They're in the final lap of the Southern 500. Bill Elliott with a 2-car length advantage over Rusty Wallace off of the second corner and down the backstretch.
Rusty went through that second turn high for the first time in a long time.
Now let's see. It looks like the interval is going to widen here on the final lap. Elliott puts the car way up against the wall. So is Rusty Wallace. Here they come off the fourth corner. It looks like it's going to be Bill Elliott winning, I think. Boy, it was close, though. I think Elliott won by about a half a car length over Rusty.
Has had a great run, but unfortunately, Darrell Waltrip did not have a good day. The white flag comes out, and we are on the final lap of the 1989 version of the Heinz Southern 500. Dale Earnhardt from Kannapolis, North Carolina, now has just about 1/2 lap to go before he becomes a 2-time winner of this great event. Earnhardt in the GM Goodrich Chevrolet takes the car to the middle of the racetrack in turns number 3 and 4. He comes off of corner number 4 looking for the checkered flag. The fans are on their feet. He waves to them. The checkered flag is out, and Earnhardt wins the Southern 500.
We heard that again, Martin. 13th annual white flag for Dale Earnhardt.
And happy birthday to Joshua Goldberg, the son of our producer, who celebrates a birthday on the same day that I do. 1 year old Joshua will be on Tuesday, and Dale Earnhardt is on his final lap in the Southern 500.
He can tiptoe through 3 and 4.
Looking to become the second, win this race for the second consecutive year. He is in turn number 4 now. Dale Earnhardt brings the car off the banking. Here's the checkered flag, and Dale Earnhardt wins the Southern 500 for 1990.
He's a jackman on the Skull Oldsmobile.
Doyle Ford has the white flag in hand. Now he waves it, and Harry Gant passes underneath the starter stand with 1.3 miles to go before he wins his second Southern 500. Harry Gant from Taylorsville, North Carolina, 51 years old. Looking for his 13th career win. This will give him 2 Southern 500 victories, and it will give him 4 total wins here at the track. Too tough to take. Harry Gant comes off the fourth corner. The crowd is on its feet. They're cheering for him. Harry Gant wins the Southern 500.
All right, back here at Darlington, here is the situation. NASCAR will not make a decision until at least 5:30. The rain has let up enough that they have sent the safety vehicles out onto the track in an effort to at least keep up with the rain and try to get this thing dried off as quickly as possible when and if it does stop raining. Now, we're going to send you to Arlington Heights, Illinois in about 1 minute for this great horse race that we have scheduled for you, the Budweiser Racing to the Breeders' Cup. The weather is much better there, we hope, and the jockey cam is about to make its debut. We will keep you updated on what's going on here at Darlington, but of course the track will take a long time to dry, even though the safety vehicles are out there.
It's one of the greatest feelings of accomplishment that you can have. The white flag is out to Mark Martin right now.
1 more lap to go for Mark Martin. This will be his 11th career NASCAR Winston Cup win. It'll be his 4th of this year. And it's his first win ever at this grand old racetrack that has been hosting a NASCAR Winston Cup race on Labor Day weekend since 1950.
And Earnhardt took the white flag, so he will be credited with 4th spot, even though the car shouldn't get back, but it will get back. And Mark Martin wins.
Mark Martin's express continues. He has won 4 in a row.
White flag. And listen to this crowd, the 8-time most popular driver in NASCAR. Trying to hang on to get his first win. Earnhardt runs in 2nd spot. Morgan Shepherd 3rd, Ricky Rudd 4th, and Sterling Marlin in 5th position.
He can almost coast around now and make it, Terry. Yeah, if it blows up now, he can probably coast to the start-finish line.
45th annual Southern 500 comes to a close, and Bill Elliott takes the win as he waves to the crowd.
Position, Ricky Rudd goes to 6th. The white flag is being shown. 1 more lap to go.
Who is going to win it at Darlington?
And Jeff, as the ring mass moves over, lets Jeff Gordon go by.
Now,
sorry, Bob.
I was going to say Jeff Gordon has Terry Labonte way up ahead of him. They come into turn number 3.
But you know Terry Labonte will get out of his way if he comes into play because he's a teammate.
Jeff Gordon looking good here in turn 4. The battle is for second place between Earnhardt and Wallace. Gordon wins. Earnhardt finishes second. Rusty is third. Chevrolet clinches the Manufacturers Championship. Jeff wins his 6th of the year. He's off of corner number 4. White flag is showing. 1 to go. Jeff Gordon.
One more lap and he will repeat as the Southern 500 winner.
In fact, he will win. Ray Everdam can't look. 3 consecutive wins here at Darlington. Last year's Southern 500, the spring race here at Darlington, and now for the second time, the Southern 500. He becomes the first driver since Dale Earnhardt did it in 1990 to repeat as Southern 500 champion. Jeff Gordon wins the Mountain Dew Southern 500 for 1990 in these terms.
Here he goes. Look here. Oh, they make contact.
And they make contact. They go down into the corner side by side, and Jeff Gordon holds off the challenge. This is the last lap of the race, folks. They're onto the backstretch, and Gordon lengthens his lead just a little bit. He lengthens it out as Jeff Burton and Dale Jarrett drop back just a little bit. Here he comes off of the 4th corner. Jeff Burton will make a challenge off the corner onto the straightaway.
Yeah, we did
But
it.
Jeff Gordon wins it. Gordon comes off corner number 4, takes the white flag. 1 more lap to go at Darlington, and the Pepsi Southern 500 will go to Jeff Gordon.
4 times in a row he has won this race. That is incredible.
It sure is.
Just think how difficult it is to win it 1 time. Exactly. And he's won it 4 in a row. Once he figured out how to do it, he hasn't forgotten, has he? No, sir.
And, of course, he has also captured the No Bull 5 here this afternoon. Here's Jeff Gordon off corner number 4. Looks at the checkered flag, takes the checkered flag, and wins the No Bull 5 million. It's his 10th win of 1998, his 4th consecutive win.
And right now, Dale Jarrett lost, but you see the white flag. Dale Jarrett goes back to 16th. Mark Martin, his closest pursuer, is in 4th place. So once again, he will lose several points to his closest pursuer. And now Kevin LePage just moved up into the 5th place. He will be eligible for that Winston Noble $1 million. Come the Winston 500 at Talladega. Jeff Gordon gave up 5th and now is in 13th position. He will not be eligible for that Noble $1 million. And Ward's kind of pushing the 99 car, wanting to go past the pace car, get penalized, do something wrong.
So the 5 drivers who will be going for the No Bull 5 at Talladega, Jeff and Ward Burton, Jeremy Mayfield, Mark Martin, and Kevin LePage. Here comes Burton to the inside.
I said, maybe I can spin him out here on the last lap and get by with him. No, he wouldn't do that. Of course, he couldn't get by with it either.
It's been a great day for both the Burton boys, and of course, especially to Jeff, who is going to win $1 million for himself and his team, and also for Phyllis Farmer from Hillsboro, Missouri.
Right, Phyllis.
Boy, it's so difficult on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire on ABC with that quiz show. Yeah, Regis Philbin. Here's the hand in the air, and the checkered flag is flying. Jeff Burton wins under caution the No Bull $5 million bonus. The checkered flag, we think, is going to be coming out here in just a moment. You can see how hard it begins to rain at Darlington at about 7:20 Eastern time. Pace car brings down as Bobby Labonte is the first car behind the pace car. And indeed, the checkered flag is going to wave. And Bobby Labonte, who started 37th, wins for the first time at Darlington in his 16th.
And that leaves Ward Burton in the clear because oh man, big trouble in turn 1.
Big wreck in 1. Keep going. coming, keep coming.
Ward Burton racing back to the caution flag and a win in the Southern 500. Dale Jr. was in the wreck. Dave Blaney was in the wreck. Most everybody else is driven away. It's Gordon racing Bobby Labonte for second behind Ward Burton, who comes to the caution and white flags and wins the Southern 500.
1 and 2 will be clear. Just stay in your groove, buddy.
It looked like what happened on that, guys. We'll watch the replay, but it looked like the 93 dove down in there in a turn 1 on the bottom and ran up the racetrack and got into Dale Jr.
As long as Ward Burton can follow the pace car around for 1/2 a lap here at Darlington Raceway, he's going to win one of the sport's biggest prizes. He'll have come from 37th starting spot to do it. Believe it or not, the second year in a row that the winner of this race has come from a provisional starter.
Well, evidently Dave Burns did not move. He stayed in the same spot and brought those guys the luck they needed.
There wasn't nobody better here.
It's Gordon second, Bobby Labonte third, Tony Stewart fourth through the melee, Bill Elliott fifth.
There's Junior there. Is that Junior?
That's Junior.
I can't see the number.
Then Jeff Burton came all the way from last on the lead lap up to sixth through the accident. Followed by Rudd, Harvick, Nadeau, and Schrader. And the checkered flag is up for Ward Burton. He's done it. He's won the 52nd Mountain Dew Southern 500. As the starter, Jimmie Howell gets out the white flag. Final lap of the Mountain Dew Southern 500 for Jeff Gordon. Going to be a good day in his attempt to win yet another NASCAR Winston Cup championship. He will have led the most laps today and collect those extra bonus points in his attempt to overtake Sterling Marlin for the title. They got the breakthrough win with the bump and run at Bristol last Saturday night. There'll be no bump and run, but he'll have tamed Darlington Raceway for another time today. Jeff Gordon wins the Southern 500.
Back-to-back races.
The last Darlington race that Terry Labonte led more than 6 laps, September 1984. He's out in front now on the white flag lap here in the 2003 Southern 500. Half a lap to go. It's going to be a popular win. Oh, it's just going to be popular. You're going to see the crews out on pit road applauding him, the other drivers giving him congratulations. Two-time Winston Cup champion Terry Labonte at age 46 will take the checkered flag and win the 54th Southern 500. The white flag is up. Here comes Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon the third. Jimmie Johnson off of turn number 2, the final lap of the final Southern 500 at Darlington. Can he score the victory and close out this racetrack's great history with his name on the winner's trophy and put the exclamation point on a bid for the championship heading to Miami next Sunday? It'll be Jimmie Johnson as the winner of the 55th Mountain Dew Southern 500.
Led the most laps. Can he lead the last lap? I think he might do it. Here comes Gordon for second on the inside.
And remember, Gordon had those 4 tires. He's got a lap to get it done.
White flags in the air. They're in turn 2. This is the race. This is it. Casey Kane takes third. Newman fades to fourth. Greg Biffle has them all in his mirror. He's got it made. If he can just ride her through here, just keep her between the rails.
I mean, Jeff Gordon drove that thing down into turn 3.
Greg Biffle leads 176 laps and wins the Dodge Charger 500.
And they're ready to come to the start-finish line. Rusty Wallace in the 2, Kevin Harvick in the 29.
Gordon is there. 1 car length separate them with 1 lap to go. They're sliding around, got a clean racetrack in front of him now. Biffle got a good run off for that time.
Yeah, he did.
Biffle stepped it way out that time.
Schrader tried to get out of the way, but it hurt Jeff the most. I think he's going to be all right this time. He's got a good run off at 2.
Gordon gets off 2 a little better, but Biffle gets off 4. Michael doesn't hold him up. It's Biffle to the finish line, and Waltrip drops way low on the racetrack. They're 2x2 double wide up front.
It's a good thing that this is the last lap. That's all I can say.
Boy, Jeff Gordon drove it into turn 3 and 4 that time.
Here it comes. Good job, Biffle.
Biffle wins the Dodge Charger 500 by 2 car lengths. For Gilliland, no caution.
White flag in the air. 1 to go.
One more, buddy.
Oh, man. Can you just... Denny Hamlin said there, he's so close. Why couldn't there be 5 more laps?
I mean, he is closing ever so fast, but it's just not going to be enough.
He's going to be there, but that's it. He's going to run out of time.
Stanley Steamer running just fine.
Yes,
make it to the finish line.
Look at that thing coming across. Look at that steaming, still steaming.
Jeff Gordon and the DuPont Chevrolet win at Darlington.
He did so much whining and complaining early in the race there that they just finally told him. They may have turned his radio off.
Man, here it is.
White flag.
Easy, buddy, easy.
And remember, he came in here our points leader after finishing second at Richmond. He'll certainly stretch that points lead out because right now, Jeff Burton in the 31 car is running back in the 10th position.
His fourth try.
How proud of you guys I am.
His 4th try at Darlington. His first checkered flag. Kyle Busch wins the Dodge Challenger 500.
My goodness, who would have thunk it?
Won the 1993 Southern 500. He has 25 top 10s here. This is his 43rd Darlington race, and he's on the money lap.
1 to go.
Has a pretty clean racetrack in front of him. There's one car out there about 4 or 5 car lengths. He's halfway down the back straightaway now.
What a great night for him and his team. He can almost coast home from here.
Man, I think we're going to make it.
I think
the
you
old
are,
man, Mark Martin. 2nd win of the season, 2nd win at Darlington. Mark Martin wins at Darlington.
That's
again.
big. That's big, boys.
White flag. Hamlin says the worst part about the recovery from surgery, he has not been able to do his cardio training. The best training he's done has been behind the wheel. A winner last night and half a lap away from his first weekend sweep in NASCAR's top 2 divisions.
If this is the toughest track we go to, this cat has tamed it last night and tonight.
Off turn 4 for the final time. Denny Hamlin.
All we do is win.
Wins the Showtime Southern 500. His 11th career victory in his 162nd start. And his 3rd win of 2000. Smith 1 lap away. Paul Menard blowing up in the back of the pack. White flag.
Can he do it? Can he hold him off? No matter what, we've got a race now. They'll race it back if we don't get a caution.
Boy, Regan got off to the turn 2.
Oh, he hits the wall.
He's all right. He's okay. He got off there great.
But Edwards didn't jump inside.
They're all wrecking behind him, but it's okay. Can he hold him off? One more corner.
Here we come to the flag. Regan Smith looking for his first Sprint Cup win. Edwards, 2 car lengths back. Smith gets the flag, and this time he'll get to keep it.
How about that?
I love you guys, man. That's awesome.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah. To go.
Got enough gas to make it?
Oh, yeah, we're in good shape on gas.
He'll make it around, but will he get there first?
Oh, yeah, he's got a nice, he's got a comfortable lead. He's in good shape.
Jimmie Johnson sails off into turn 3. Hamlin is going to have to deal with Stewart for 2nd. Hendrick Motorsports 200 Sprint Cup victory belongs to Jimmie Johnson in the Southern 500.
There you go, Mr. Rick. Got you. White flag in the air. He's got one more shot here at Denny Hamlin.
White flag for Kenseth. A little bit of traffic in front of 2nd place.
Clear sailing for our leader. He is just up here in a long gone, cruising to victory.
And Gordon has backed off a bit from Hamlin, who catches the traffic.
Yeah, I think Gordon really tried real hard in turns 1 and 2 and lost a lot of time. Don't think he's going to be able to get Denny Hamlin in the 11.
Out of turn 4 from Wisconsin, Matt Kenseth scores his 27th Sprint Cup Series win. Flag this time.
Here he comes.
Harvick on the outside. Junior had to lift.
Junior
Harvick
had to
to
give
the
it to
lead.
him. Had to give
flag.
it.
The next flag ends the race.
Those 4 tires, they were magic.
But Harvick has run the bottom in 3 and 4 the entire race, made the pass up against the wall.
Junior just couldn't do anything with him there. He was too strong with those 4 tires against his 2.
Fourth turn, final time. Kevin Harvick from the pole to victory lane. Win number 25 for Kevin Harvick.
Yeah, baby.
The white flag is out. One more time at Darlington. Carl Edwards, earlier this year, won at Charlotte in a 600-mile race, and now the longest race of the year time-wise, down the backstretch for the final time. Carl Edwards, as he comes through 3 and 4, he'll see the checkered flag. He'll add his name to the legends that have won at Darlington. Carl Edwards wins the Southern 500. Go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. Martin Truex Jr., the 36-year-old out of Marietta, New Jersey, down the backstretch for the final time. Has almost a second lead over Kevin Harvick.
Clear.
Looking to win the biggest race of his life as he comes back on the front stretch. Martin Truex Jr. will win the Southern 500. Pointed in the right direction. Here comes the 11 for the lead. The 78 gets into the wall. Denny Hamlin takes the lead.
Well, I think the 78 has a flat tire.
Right front tire, guys.
There you
right
go.
front tire down.
We talked about this was an area that no one knew if they could make it on tires. The 78 has a flat with 2 to go. Denny Hamlin really wants to see this white flag, Rick. That will confirm that this race will end.
One more time around. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. Denny Hamlin struggled to get onto pit road for his final stop. He battled back. He was 20 seconds back from Martin Truex Jr. He was able to chip away at it, lap after lap after lap. And now, going through 3 and 4 for the final time, Denny Hamlin looking for his second Southern 500. Hamlin is going to win.